You're welcome to Green Nigeria.
Okay, you're welcome to another program, Green Nigeria Radio Show, another episode on YouTube. Of course, Green Nigeria Radio Show, like you know, it's a program that airs on Platinum 91.1 FM every Fridays at 11 a.m. Okay, so Green Nigeria Radio Show, it's about tourism, it's about agriculture, and it's about our national progress. Earlier on, we had this interview with the MD of CNFA, Cultivating New Frontiers in Agriculture, and that's a branch or a project developed by USAID, and we talked to Adam Safa, and he was speaking about 2050 and the hunger that we should and we can avert if by 2050 Nigeria will be the first or in second place, the largest nation in the world.
So you don't want to go into farming for today's market. You want to go into agriculture for tomorrow's market. There's a huge opportunity for youth and women, who are a focus of our project, to benefit from the abundant resources in Nigeria in terms of fertile soil, sunshine, access to water, access to people. You know, in 2050, Nigeria is expected to have about 450 million people. It will be the second largest country in the world. I think second or top five for sure. And to feed those people is going to require tremendous growth in agriculture.
Okay, now back to agriculture and how it has to do with coronavirus pandemic. Number one, we just want to lay this straight that agriculture, we've said it over and over again, that it's a sector that if developed, we don't have any business borrowing, we don't have any business being such a fragile nation. Okay, so agriculture, go into mechanized farming, engage in mechanized farming, do a lot of farming, have a selected state that maybe we know Ogun State for further rice. We put Ogun State in isolation. We make sure that we are producing further rice there. Go to Abakaliki, do the same thing. Go to Benue, Taraba, do the same thing. Go to Niger, specifically they are producing yam there. Do it. Various states in Nigeria, 37 states including the FCT, and we see how we can start hugely producing food for consumption. If the shutdown, the coronavirus pandemic shutdown continues and persists, how are we going to survive as a nation? Because hunger is gradually crawling into the coronavirus pandemic and choking more Nigerians than ever before. Let's hear what the MD CNFA Adam Safa has to say about food nutrition, giving the child the right nutrition before the age of 5. If the child's brain is not developed before the age of 5, whatsoever food that child takes, no matter the nutrition he or she takes after the age of 5, the brains can never be developed to full capacity. And I think maybe that's one of the problems Africa has. Our brains have not been developed to full capacity. That's why we can scarcely find solutions to problems and then want to follow those solutions outrightly to the end. I mean, 2050 is very close. I remember when I was young, 2010 was such a far time. And we heard about 2010 and the Vision 2010 and how by 2010 Nigeria will have power supply. It's really, really alarming that it's over how many years away from 2010, we still don't have power supply. This is 2020. This is April 2020. Yes, and we still don't have power supply yet. As I'm speaking to you right now, my screen is off. If I need to get any of this working as a private practitioner, I need to put on a generator. That brings the issue of power supply. We are shut down at home, we can't do anything. This is a private studio and I don't have power supply. I need to go get fuel to power up. If my cameras were not powered, charged before now, I wouldn't be doing this recording. So we have a lot of things that are choking us as a nation, and how can we move on, thrive through the whole of these challenges?
You're welcome to Green Nigeria.
USAID as a whole is very much Feed the Future focused on two things: food security and nutrition. We all talk about stunting. It's really a serious problem. And the more serious problem of that is mental stunting, not physical stunting. But if the kids do not have a balanced, healthy diet up to the age of 5, their brains will not develop fully, no matter how long they live, no matter what schools they go to, no matter what they eat after age of 5, the damage is done. And so we have to address that. So we're trying to address it in terms of upgrading the enabling environment to incentivize people to invest in agriculture and invest in ag processing.
You're welcome to Green Nigeria.
Nigeria will be the largest or second largest nation in the world. With the pandemic, how can we avert famine, hunger and starvation? Which is what I just said. Agriculture must be taken seriously and our production must increase with high capacity. I just mentioned the issue of power supply.
You're welcome to Green Nigeria.
Well, we brought you an interview by the MD CNFA Adam Safa, talking about brain development after the age of 5 and talking about digitization of Africa and talking about agribusiness generally and what the CNFA is doing to help partner with Nigeria as Africa is already behind. Stay tuned for more on our YouTube channels and on our YouTube channel at Green Nigeria Radio Show, and you can call or WhatsApp 07058121247. 07058121247. Okay, and we will get your calls, we will get your WhatsApp messages, we will relate your messages, and you will be glad that you did. Okay, we are all just trying to see how we can move this nation forward. That's why it's tourism, agriculture and progress. TAP, tap forward. Make sure you're tapping forward. Make sure you don't let the motion freeze. Okay, tap forward. It's either you tap into the rhythm of life and positively tap into the rhythm of life, or you're tapping your way forward into progress. That brings us to tourism, agriculture and progress. My name is Meshach Yager, and this is your #1 tourism and agricultural program, Green Nigeria Radio Show. See you next time. Bye-bye.
You're welcome to Green Nigeria.